Hello everyone, we're back. Well, it depends when you're watching this. You're probably going to be watching it on Friday the 3rd of September, which is fine. And you're probably thinking, why has Mr. Parker not got his school stuff on? Because I've started recording this on Tuesday, still in August. So it's kind of last month when you're watching this. It's very complicated. And we're back, aren't we? It's the very first assembly of the year. Lots to cover in this one. It's kind of not a normal one because we can't do certificates. You've only been here a day. So we'll start all of that next week. But lots of important things to cover. But I'm going to take you on a bit of a tour. So I'm going to grab hold of the iPad and we're going to go for a little wander. All right, let's see what we can see. Okay, here we are on our top corridor. And do you remember at the back end of last year when classes had to go out because we were doing the windows? They're all done. They look smart. Now, the reason why we had the windows done was that in the winter it keeps us warmer, in the summer it keeps us cooler, and there's less glare, and they're more energy efficient, and all of that sort of stuff. But yeah, they're all done. Wait till you see the doors downstairs. They're great too. So we're going through the library. It's all very quiet. Very quiet. Year 5. Now the classrooms aren't quite ready yet because remember I told you it was Tuesday, even though it's probably Friday when you're watching it. Well, even though it's Tuesday, the teachers are coming in on Wednesday when you're not, and we're going to be setting the classrooms up. There's Miss Murphy's class. Look at that nice clean floor. Wandering down a bit further, lovely new windows. Year 4. Miss Atherton's all ready to go. Hers could come in early. What else we got? Miss Farahy. There we go, looking lovely. She's even got her guitar there in the corner ready for a tune later on. Okay, let's go downstairs. On the way, we'll shoot by Miss Lucas's office. There it is. Getting ready, a little bit messy. Let's go downstairs. So we're on the middle floor, and I'll tell you what, it smells lovely and clean. Where's Miss Peachy's class? Year 2 again. Hello there, Mr. Glenn, how are you?
Hi, Mr. Parker, how are you?
I was just explaining that it's Tuesday, but when the children are watching this, it's going to be Friday.
The end of the week.
It's very hard to get your head around this. There's year 3. Where are we going next? Can hear voices up here. Definitely can hear voices. Yeah, we can hear voices in here. There's our other year 3 classroom. Sunshine room. We've cleared it so we can put the tables out. So there's going to be year 3 and 2 children working in here in groups, aren't they? Should we go downstairs and see what's going on down there? Okay. Gosh, you can hear footsteps down here too. Okay, what have we got here? There's Miss Sutton's office. Go down. What we'll do is we'll go up to year 7 as well. Hello, Miss Oakes, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you, Mr. Parker?
Very well. I've explained it's only Tuesday here, but this is Friday's assembly and they'll be watching it on Friday. It's all very complicated. But I understand what I'm doing. Hello there, Phil. How are you?
I'm fine.
This is Phil. Phil is somebody who's very important to our school and he makes sure that all those jobs are done and that we're safe in our school. There's 1 year classroom. Nice to meet Phil. What have we got in here? There's more noise and music. Have a little look in here. Hello, Miss Beachy. We're just having a little start of term wander round.
Lovely.
First assembly of the year and all of that sort of stuff.
Fantastic.
You had a nice summer, Miss Beachy?
I had a lovely summer, thank you.
And are you ready for year 1?
Very ready for year 1, can't wait.
Check out Miss Beachy's new door. Aren't they great? Do you remember those old blue ones that were nice? Well, they didn't let much light in. Oh, they're much better. Have a little look down in reception. Here it is. Look at your new doors. You said, aren't they great? All ready to go. It's very quiet in here. Very quiet in here. Cleaners have done a great job. Let's have a look outside, eh? Through the new door. Look, we're outside. We're ready to rock. We're ready to rumble. Is how those lovely doors look from outside. Got to look after these now. There's Miss Oakes' classroom at the top there. We've just been in there, haven't we? Those doors are much better. And there's the dinner hall doors and all the windows. That's where Mrs. Connolly and Miss McFerrin will be when we're back. And our beautiful new front doors. Ready to go. We also have some guys who come to school probably about once every 2 months to do some maintenance. That means kind of keeping it clean and new looking on our artificial grass outside. Also right down below, you won't be able to see it, got all wood chips there so we can use that area. Look out, and some of you, look at the size on that tree. Some of you will be sitting here thinking, I planted that tree. Look at the size of it now. And quite soon you can see with that tree there, because we're not in autumn yet, don't worry, but we soon will be. So have you seen how that tree's just started to turn brown a little bit? A lot of these leaves soon are going to be falling. But let's not talk about winter. We don't want to talk about that yet. Quick peek into my office. Now, for those eagle-eyed people amongst you, I said, Mr. Parker's got all windows. He has until October half term. That's when I'm having mine done. Let's go up to year 6 and 7. Here we are. There's year 6, ready to go. There you go, Mr. Delaney, I brought your fans back. I said I would bring your fans back. Next door, Miss Moore's class. There we go. And let's have a little look at year 7. Because year 7's very exciting. They're going to be doing most of their lessons in our school in the 3N rooms. Some lessons will be at Liverpool City College. And here is their top classroom. I can't remember if this is Mr. Ravens or Mr. Crudensen's, can't remember. Brand new interactive whiteboard. That is called a wireless access point. It means we can get on the internet. Now these tables, what happens is when you have a new school, you order all the equipment and it comes. I've just been downstairs and Miss Crudensen's and Mr. Ravens' cupboards have arrived. So they are coming up now. So I've had to borrow some tables from Big LIPA. So it's been, I'm in Miss Moore's class, it's been about 6.5, nearly 7 weeks since we've seen a lot of you. And a lot's happened in that time. And all of you have gone up a year group. Hands up, year 2. I bet some people in year 3 put their hand up by mistake there because they forgot that they're now year 3. So everyone's gone up a year. And we know that if you're in year 3, during year 2, you missed a lot of school time. If you remember, we had to work at home in teams. And when you're in year 1, you did too. So if you're in year 3, we're hopeful that we won't miss any time this year. Like if you're in year 5, if you're in year 1, if you're in year 6, or whatever year groups, let's hope that we get all the time in schools. That's what we're planning for and preparing for. And what your teachers have done, they worked really hard to, at the end of the year, see where you are in your writing, in your reading, and in your maths in particular, so that when we start this year, we can help you to catch up. Because there are some things that we just can't teach online, on Teams, and some things which are just not the same. Oh, it's not the same, is it? So we've got a really busy start to the year. Your teachers will be ready to go from Thursday. It will be exciting, lots of new projects and lots of learning. And we know the people, well, not really people, so as they are, our captains in our school who are so important. Let's remind ourselves of them. Okay, so we got Captain Persistent, dares to be different, can do, taking risks. I love that. Taking risks is hard, but nobody's ever learnt to do anything without failing first. So taking risks is important. And what's the worst that can happen? Try again. What about Captain Inquisitive? Wonders why things happen, investigates, explores. I bet Captain Inquisitive loves the subject of science, just a thought. Challenges assumptions. Why does that happen? Why should it be like that? Is probably what Captain Inquisitive would ask. Captain Inquisitive plays with possibilities, creates new things, has a visionary approach, thinks this is how it could be. And then we've got Captain Discipline. That person who reflects and changes and often keeps an eye on time and good reflector, good at evaluating. That is so important, evaluating, because nothing's ever perfect, but it can always get better. Captain Collaborative. A good cooperator, good in teamwork. It's all about the I and the we. Learn about how they learn and how they can learn more. We love that. So those are our captains. And I saw one of our children over the holidays and we were chatting and she said to me, what advice can you give me for my new class? And I thought that was a really good question, but I suppose if you're at LIPA Primary School and you're working hard and you know what you're good at, because you can't be good at everything, and if there's a subject that you're not very good at, then you know how to ask for help and what your next steps are. Because we always say at LIPA Primary School, whether you're a grown-up or a child, we never stop learning. We all want to make LIPA Primary School the best it can be, and we all want to make ourselves the best that we can be. And if you're going to do that, you've got to know about yourself. So what are you good at? What are your next steps? The teachers and even the children know that one of my favourite sayings is, so what's the plan then? What's the plan? What are we going to do about it? Okay, because we can't change the past. We can learn from the past. All we can change is the future, and that's the exciting bit. So you might be sitting there watching me now in year 5 or even year 7. Hello everyone in year 7. I said, hello everyone in year 7. Nice one. Especially the newies. Hope you've had a good day or so and you're settling in. Year 7 children who've been here for 7 years, I hope you're helping them out and helping them to settle and all of that sort of stuff. And we are going to have the best year 7 cohort in the whole of Liverpool, I'll tell you. Okay. So what we were saying before, here we are. You could be watching this in year 1, not reception, they don't start till next week. 4, 6, whatever. Where do you want to be by the end of the year? What do you want to be able to do? You know about how good you are in art. You know how good your writing is. You know how good your maths is. Where do you want to be? Have you ever heard of the phrase, the sky's the limit? The only limit that we put on ourselves is ourselves. Oh, I can only do this much. Why? If maths is something that you're really struggling with, why don't you make it and say, by the end of the year, I'm really going to be great at it? If you're a wonderful writer, perhaps by the end of the year, because the thing is, if you're good at something, it's easy to stay at that level, or as an adult phrase, plateau. Look that up. It's not how you think you spell it. So if you're really good at something, I want you to think, how are you going to get even better? How are you going to get even better? All right? And because it's the start of the year, maybe we'll play this assembly at the end of the year, and you'll be able to think, oh my word, at the start of the year I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that. But also, think back So again, let's take year 3. You're in year 2 last year. Think about all your achievements in year 2. Think about how you progressed in reading, your writing, your maths, your science, your friendships, your LIPA values, everything. Let's double it this year. Let's triple it this year because it's going to be a really busy year. So, what are we getting back to? So next week's assembly is going to be more normal in that we'll have our certificates. I'll just show you them. Just show you the certificates. They're all there, ready to go. All there, ready to go. So they will start. So they will all start next week, as will the other sections. Really, I might have some new sections as well. I've not thought yet. We'll definitely do the maths section. We love that. Think of some really hard questions, maybe for year 7. Jokes will be back. So if you're coming in the morning, Logan, get on the jokes. Let me have jokes. I'll write them down. What you do need to say to me is, Mr. Parker, write it down, even if it's on my phone, because I do forget. Or sometimes, excuse me, I remember the joke but forget who told it to me. Also, let me show you this. So this is the wall of work that people did for me last year, so every time people did me work, I put it up there. And what I'm going to do is, it's all coming down because that's last year, and I'm going to take it down, put it in a file. The file will say 2020, 2021, and can I have some new stuff, please? You know, the stuff that you do at home. Could be some artwork, some maths work, anything at all. Let's see if we can get that notice board full as soon as possible, because as soon as I press stop on this assembly, it's done. I'm taking it all down. So next week we'll have our certificates, we'll have our jokes, we'll have our maths. We've got our poetry section, haven't we? We'll have to have a little look at that as well. We've got our facts section. There's going to be a lot back to normal next week. So, how do we want to finish this week? By the time you read this, by the time you watch this even, it'll be your second day back in your new classroom. I hope you've all settled in. I hope that you've been able to remember all of your brilliant achievements from last year. I hope that you know how you're going to get even better with those subjects that you're not very good at. Can't be great at everything. And also how you're going to get even better at the subjects that you're great at already. And my last one is LIPA values. Now, one of the things I'm looking forward to this year is having visitors in school. We've not really been able to do it the last couple of years. And people say to me, what are you most proud about the primary school? I say, number 1, the children, number 2, the staff. We've got the best children, the best staff in the whole of Liverpool. And one of the reasons for that is our LIPA values. Now, everyone has bad days, everyone has good days, everyone has in-between days. But I am so looking forward to people coming to tell me those lovely words, Mr. Parker, I'm on gold or I'm on silver. Because remember, if you're on green all the way through the day, you've had a good day. I have days like that. But if you do something above and beyond silver, what an achievement that is. And then possibly to gold. So how are you going to do that? I'm looking forward to people coming to tell me that they are on gold. And I'm also about to write an email to ask for some more books. Do you remember how we get our books sponsored? I'm quite lucky because I've got quite a lot left, but give or take 2 or 3 weeks, based on how many we give out. We've got over 400 children in our school now. We probably need some more, so I'll be doing an email to Jamie at Red Apple to ask if he'll sponsor them again for us. So that's it from me from this week. Have a lovely weekend. You've only had a 2-day week. And don't forget all those targets that you're going to work towards, and we'll see you next week.